So you're thinking about starting a business or maybe renting out a property in Philadelphia. It's exciting, but you've probably heard it can get a little complicated. Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to clear all that up for you.
You've got the vision, right? The business plan is ready, or you've got the perfect rental property. You are ready to get the ball rolling. But then you hit the wall of city requirements. And let's be real, trying to figure out the rules, the different departments, the forms, it can seriously feel like you've been dropped into a giant, confusing maze. It's totally normal to feel a bit lost.
But here's the thing about a maze. There's always a way through. There's a map. And that's exactly what we're going to give you right now. A clear, step-by-step guide to get you from confused to confident.
All right, so to solve this maze, you first have to understand who built it. In Philly's case, there are really two main players, two city departments you absolutely need to know. Everything, and I mean everything, comes down to these two. First, you've got the Department of Revenue. Just think money. They handle all the city taxes. Then, you have the Department of Licenses and Inspections, or L&I. Think permission. They handle all the licenses. Understanding that split is the first piece of the puzzle.
Okay, pay close attention, because this right here is the most critical step. This is where almost everyone gets tripped up. Before you can even dream of getting a license from L&I, you have to get your house in order with the Department of Revenue first.
And the order here is everything. You can't skip ahead. First, you go online and create an account in the Philly Tax Center. That'll give you your special Philadelphia Tax ID number. Then, with that number, you register for the city's main business tax. This is your foundation. It is absolutely non-negotiable.
So, what is this BIT they're talking about? Well, the Business Income and Receipts Tax is pretty much what it says on the tin. It's a tax on basically any activity in the city that's meant to make a profit. And yes, that 100% includes being a landlord. Here's the kicker. Even if you don't make a dime in profit, you still have to file a BIT return every single year.
Now, the BIRT is kind of unique because it's actually two taxes in one. For 2024, first you pay a tiny tax on your gross receipts, all the money that comes in the door. It's about $1.42 for every $1,000 you make. Then, on top of that, you pay a separate 5.81% tax on your net income, your actual profit. You got to calculate and pay both.
All right, so you've laid that solid tax foundation. Now we can start building on top of it. It's time to get the main license you need to operate your business legally.
The way to think about it is like this. To open pretty much any business store in Philadelphia, whether you're a coffee shop owner or a landlord, you need one single master key. And that master key is called the Commercial Activity License, or CAL. This is the big one. It's the primary license that officially links your business to that BIRT tax account we just talked about. It basically tells the city, hey, I'm here, I'm open for business, and I'm on your radar. So you're probably wondering what this super important, absolutely essential, can't live without it license is going to cost you. Brace yourself. It's zero. Zilch. It's completely free.
But hang on a second. Here's a little fork in the road where people can get confused. Is the commercial activity license the only game in town? Well, no, actually. And for landlords, this next part is really important.
Let's break this down. The CAL is for just about every business and for any landlord who rents out a property they don't live in. Simple. But if you live in your property, say you own a duplex and rent out the other unit, you get something different called an activity license number. And the huge difference is the tax you pay. With this, you pay the school income tax, not the BIRT. It's a massive distinction to be aware of. Okay, so we've got our tax stuff sorted out and our primary license in hand. Now let's laser focus on the specific steps for property owners who want to get their rental business up and running. This is your final checklist before you can get that rental license. First up, everything we've already covered. Got it? Second, you have to be completely paid up on all your city taxes with no outstanding property violations, and trust me, they will check. Third is LEED safety. If your property was built before 1978, you need a valid LEED certificate. It's only after you've checked all three of those boxes that you can finally go online to the city's Eclipse portal and apply for the rental license itself. In the cost for this last piece of the puzzle, it's $69 per rental unit, and you've got to renew it every single year. Getting all your licenses is a huge achievement for sure, but it's not one and done. Now your job shifts from getting set up to staying compliant year after year. So what does that look like in practice? Well, you got to renew that $69 rental license every year. You have to file that BIRT tax return by April 15th, no excuses. And here's a big one that a lot of landlords miss. Before every single new lease, you have to get a new Certificate of Rental Suitability. It's basically a document from the city saying your property is up to code. Then there's the other stuff, like giving tenants the right paperwork and renewing your lead certificate every 4 years. It's a cycle.
Whew, okay. We've navigated a lot of twists and turns. But hopefully that confusing maze is now looking a whole lot more like a straightforward map. Let's just quickly recap the route one last time.
Just remember the simple 3-step flow. 1, tax foundation with the Department of Revenue. 2, your primary business license, the CAL. And 3, if you're a landlord, you take those 2 things to L&I to get your rental license. That's the path.
Think back to the beginning, that feeling of being a little lost in the maze. By following these steps in this exact order, you've completely changed the game. The maze is gone. Now you have the map.
Look, the process might seem like a lot at first, but when you break it down into these manageable steps, it's absolutely doable. So the only real question left is, now that you have the map in your hands, what amazing thing are you going to build?
Feeling lost? Let reallandlording.com navigate your rental business.